Toxic people are the worst. You know when you see their name come up on your phone screen? Or when you know that you have to spend some time with them and there's nothing you can do about it? I can literally feel the energy draining from my body just thinking about it. Energy vampires, mood hoovers, whatever you want to call them, they have the power to leave us feeling drained, chimpy, and full of negative emotions. Clearly, in the name of self-preservation, the most logical thing to do is to cut these people out. But sometimes it's not that easy. What if, for example, their family, or in this case, our boss at work? One of my clients has to deal with such a scenario every working day. She often is left feeling misunderstood and stressed on the back of interactions with her boss. And these negative emotions often trigger a desire to emotionally eat. And that's just the way she's wired, and it's very common. So what can we do? Well, have you ever heard the expression, we can't control the waves, but we can learn how to surf? In this case, learning to surf would be learning to manage our emotional eating. Now, since we started working together a few weeks ago, she has been super motivated. And as we know, when we're super motivated, we have lots of willpower. And she's done an amazing job of fighting the urges to emotionally eat using that willpower. The trouble is, motivation and willpower both ebb and flow. So what happens on the days where it runs out? You see, relying on motivation and willpower to see us through leaves us vulnerable. Vulnerable not only to emotional eating, but vulnerable to the consequences of emotional eating. The further negative emotions that emotional eating triggers, and the downward spiral that many of us find ourselves on. Negative emotions, emotional eating. More negative emotions, more emotional eating. My advice here is simple. Do not invest in willpower and motivation, because for most of us, they are not reliable. The consequences are too high to invest in something that is unreliable. Instead, invest in new habits. Habits are, without question, the backbone of any long-term fat loss success story. Habits mean we do things automatically on autopilot, because that's just what we do as part of our normal daily routine. I'm talking about having meals prepared in advance, or at least decided upon in advance. Having goal-supportive, ready-to-eat foods in our fridge, just in case. Having goal-supportive indulgences in the kitchen, again, just in case. Not filling your kitchen cupboards with Haribo if you know that they are a trigger food for you. And for me, the most important habit of them all, being able to hop back on track, hop back on plan when we trip over obstacles. Because guys, the obstacles are inevitable. They are coming, they are normal, and they are part of the process. They are not failures, they are opportunities to grow. Long-term success comes from developing the habits to overcome them. Guys, until next time, stay awesome and keep going.